that's not ideal. I mean, it's not dripping a lot. I don't know, maybe we'll just wrap it in a bit of duct tape. I'll take this fitting out if we have real trouble. I haven't got any of this hose on hand, I don't think. So, that's a bit. Just add it to the list. I'll be buggered, I actually do have some of this hose, so we better go and fix it. Nice. Oh, we're all ready for the install after a visit to some hot water, some soap. And we did try yelling aggressively at it, but that wasn't quite enough. Alright, about 40 minutes later it's all installed. Oh well, that shouldn't give us any grief today now. Now what next to go wrong? That's the thing. Oh boy, we're nearly there. Wow, this felt like a bloody endless barrage of barriers. Good lord. Oh, what a relief, we're finally out here doing something. Just feels like there's been a multitude of barriers and all sorts of stuff in the road, and it exacerbated by the fact we haven't done a bit for a week or so as far as copper tractor work, and then it sort of seems a very hard job to get things right to go again by the time little things come up. So out here doing it again, thankfully, and getting a good kill at least. Another wave of ryegrass and all sorts have come up, so we'll try and knock that out, and that'll be a bonus for sure. Well, hello again. Time for some night fill. Hopefully, well, it's a bit convoluted. We'll fill it, then fill the seeder, then fill the truck again, and that should do the seeding. And that would be good. Blimey. Well, we're gradually chewing off these small jobs. It's a thing. Good morning on what will hopefully be the last day of seeding. We have Coulters. We've got to stuff around with the lentil seed and then hopefully get into it. What an adventure it's been. Now's the moment of truth. Oh God, doesn't look promising, does it? Far out. Let's see, will we be able to get it up over? Of course not. Oh mate, oh jeez. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? We're just gonna put the tarp down, try and control it into here and straight up in the truck, and we'll blend a bit of the inoculant with it one way or another and finally get it done. We're not set up for bulker bags, or not 1 ton ones anyway. A bit milkshaky, but it's not gaining much anyway, so that's good. It's only gained maybe 1/8 of an inch, so there is still a little bit of water. So there's still a little bit of water seeping in, which is not great. Maybe a bit more chemi-weld, but it's certainly much better. It's definitely not like bloody twice as high on the dipstick or something like that. So, oh well, it's almost made it through another year. Touch wood. Wish me luck. Hopefully we can get them all up here. Thank far out for that. Boy, that's done. Another step closer in the endless steps, it seems. Plenty of inoculant there, isn't there? Nice. Uh-oh. Blimey, it makes some hard work of it, I reckon. I seem to be on better now. Slow though, slow. Boy, we're finally getting there, but you know, as per usual for this year, about 2 or 3 hours later than we'd hoped. Well, 4 hours later. Oh well, anyway, we've got it calibrated, everything's in. I think we'll take the truck out in the paddock. Then we can start to think about getting mental with the lentils. Oh God, thunder lentils, so much thunder. Many lentil, much mental. What a time to be alive. Beautiful day though. Alright, old Bedford. Maybe this time, this year, maybe this is the last big trip down into the paddock. Maybe. You never know, but it should be this time. I can't see we'll need to run it again next year. So maybe after about 44, 45 seasons it will be time. That's a good start. First time the truck's been out here for a couple of years since we sowed the canola. Hopefully it's equally successful. It's a similar sort of situation, something new, learning about. Oh, the old timers have a shock if you're going to sow a crop into this, but it'll give damn good cover. There's that. See you later, old Bedford. I'll see you soon. Alrighty, our final checks are out here. Doesn't that just look beautiful? Wow, look at that. I can't say it's the easiest thing to see trying to check all these runs, but I think they're all working. We don't want gaps in the crop, but as far as I can tell they're alright. Bloody hard to see. Oh, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Just what a sexy piece of art that is. A sexy cedar. About to get mental into lentils. Nice! Just beautiful. Well, we better get out and have a look what this is doing to the level and check our depth. But there's definitely a different weight distribution now. Nice, isn't that nice? Cutting into it. Nice mark. Wow. Alright. Because it's putting a lot more pressure at the front, of course, so it had weight on the back with the press wheels pushing it the other way. Now it's going to be different. So what do we got? 29 inches there. I usually do it in metric, but 29 inches, sure, why not? Oh no, we're 28. So yeah, it's well up at the yes, up at the front. Thought so, yes. Definitely making a difference. Nice job though, very nice. This is kinda a reminder to do some fencing someday, bloody hell. Good Lord, what a job, what a time. Blimey. Ah, a strainer. Nice. Bloody hell. Blimey. What a great fence. So it looks like we got a job, I reckon, there. Just a bit too aggressive at the front. I've got them too far down. They're holding the front up too much, which is making it pull exceptionally heavy. Plus we had the box full, probably as heavy as it's ever been, so that as well. And we're having a hard time keeping it level, so I think I'm going to have to go back. That's why I brought the rattle gun out for. I'm hoping I didn't have to use it, but yeah, no, there. Probably want to go up an inch or two. And that might make life a lot easier, I think. It's a pain. Thankfully I brought this thing out. You don't need to finish seeding. You don't have to worry about getting a crop in. Oh well. I call it a quick and dirty height change. A little bit rough and rugged, it's pretty even. It's sort of within line of sight, but we just did it. Save measuring them out, we just did it by the ground level, which is sort of level here. But obviously a few different sinks in a bit more in different places, but we've done our best because no point measuring exact because I don't know if it's going to be right. As long as it does the job, once we know what it needs to be, then we can do it exact. But they've got to come off anyway because I've got to sandblast and paint the full spar, so well, we'll do what we can. Well, it does seem to be pulling way more gooder, much betterer. I see one, my OCD, I wonder how long it'll keep up with that. The second one from the end there is a bit crooked. I don't like that very much, we might have to fix that one. But no, probably a lot better. I'll have to get out and check depth, and we'll do another maybe down the bottom where it's sort of a bit leveler. But no, that's much more better, and it's still digging in pretty well, so definitely a lot better. Obviously it was just too aggressive and deep enough now. I reckon it's definitely, if you see this trench there, it's cutting it in, and then compare it to the level, I think it's definitely in yeah, about 40, a solid 40 mils. Solid 40 mils, I reckon. So here, solid 45, 50, yeah, no, plenty depth, and we got it level. Way more Coulters, way more Coulters. Just a couple here, one skew whiff, but I guess it'll be okay. But we've sort of got an idea now where it's going to have to be set when it's set properly. That one, OCD, don't like. You! We'll see when we might, yeah, it's actually off. I might have to fix this one. All the others are right. Ish. That one's not. Alright. Isn't that a sight? Oh dear. Oh, I better get to taking me photos. Initial thoughts on Coulters of the group. So definitely doing a very much nicer job, just cutting through this tall stubble, or tallish. There's a bit of ryegrass laying on the ground. It's doing a nice job on that, leaving a clean mark. Pulls heavier for sure. Some reckon it makes it pull lighter. That's garbage, because it obviously takes something to pull them through the ground. So while you might make your tines a bit easier, I think it more than counteracts that and pulls maybe just a little bit heavier. Just tell that by the traction. But overall, whether I've still got them set a bit aggressively, I don't know, but it's certainly not too bad now. We got it about to the normal level. We can get it level, but that's good. So it's leaving it a nice cover there, because this is lentils, so we want them to climb up the stubble. So the idea is I'll have to hire a roller from somewhere, perhaps about in a month's time, once they're up and growing, and roll them, so we don't, that was nice and flat for reaping, for harvest. But apart from that, yeah, definitely a brave new world, that's for dang sure. Isn't that beautiful? Just wonderful, on a lovely June day, which is, well, it's the 3rd of June, which, 3rd of June? 2nd of June? I think so, one of those dates. We always like to be finished in May, so we're disappointed about that, but not much you can do about it, just one of those things. And it's apparently still not too late for lentils, so that's good too. Well, I think we're finally getting depth and levels worked out. I mean, this is solid, pretty high stubble. A lot of ryegrass on the ground, but look at that. That's why we got them. That's why we got look at all this stuff. And that was causing us no end of problems when we were sowing the beans without the Coulters. That stuff laying on the ground there. Bloody wraps around everything. Get out here, cut it in the rows, and just leaves it just nice, not rolling up in lumps, which is what you want when you want a nice level finish for lentils, because it's going to be rep pretty low. So nah, I think they're worth it. Just takes a bit of working out, just the intricacies, working out the finer points. Nice. Well, I suppose it's getting a bit on the darker side. I guess we better go for lights. I would hope for the last time this year. just they're going along, but look at that, just through that stubble. It doesn't seem to be, it's still not doing too bad a job even after dark. It's don't think it's an overly, not a super damp night. It's sort of a bit of a breeze about. I mean, it's obviously not as dry as it was during the day, but the wind will help. But look at that, that's high stubble. That's what I used to reap it with the old PDO header. Yeah, wow. Definitely an experience anyway. Finally fill time. Takes a while with lentils because they're only putting 50 kilos out, so, and because we had 2 bins of fat, meant we've done about 80 acres, so that's pretty good. It's pretty nice indeed. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we parking? I don't know. Final fill of seeding. Hopefully, potentially final fill with this truck. Well, this set up for the seeding set anyway. In a seeding context, whoa, Lindsay. Nice. Bright moonlit night. Can almost drive without the lights. Blazingly bright candles of the old Bedford. I suppose that's what you got 51 years ago. Wowzers. Alrighty. Well, let's I better move this out of the road. Presumably we'll get far enough. Don't know whether we'll get quite finished. Before I I guess we'll see how we go, but we'll move this out of the way anyway, or towards the gate, and if we need fuel we'll take this home and bring the ute back. Get ready for more work, fellas. Old girl, old boy, old fella, whatever. The final stretch now. Well, we do have the little paddock at home, but this is the main event. The main event. We're nearly there. Oh, enjoy the morning. Huh. Don't you worry about that. Just enough fuel. The lights come on, but we're going to make it now, I think. That's it. We better turn so we can get out, and we'll have to spin around anyway. That's it. Well, apart from that little paddock at home. I'll take the truck home. I'll see how I feel whether I come back and get this tonight. Maybe I will, maybe. And go from there, because I really had to get it done, because they're talking about rain. Damp tomorrow, then damper and damper every day this week, which is good. We want to get it done. That's it. I'm home by what looks like candlelight. It's a little bit better than that. Wonderful moonlit night. Bright as, well, I wouldn't say quite as bright as day, but pretty bright all the same. Oh, well, nice. I'm only in a shirt, no jumper. It's cool, but it's not cold. Nice dry night. Windy. Ideal for this. It would have been a Different story, I think, if it had come in very dewy. But really, really relieved to have that done. Very good indeed. Alright, I'll see you back at the tractor. Just like that, we're home. Unfolded, we'll just do this little paddock in the morning. What is it? 10 to 3. Nice. Time for bed. Oh, there it is. Night, night, everybody. Night, night.